We're the Gen2Rev writing team. We've been working together for over 10 years trying to put together curriculums and programs to help children and their parents understand the salvation story that God has in the Bible. We are working on a project called Gen2Rev Storybook, a walk through the Catholic Bible, and we need your help.
So our Gen2Rev Storybook tells the narrative of salvation history in a simple format that is in chronological order. So it offers an opportunity for us to hear God's story and to learn where we fit into it. Our book includes a reading checklist so that as we read through the actual Bible, we can follow the narratives that connect to salvation history and then follow with a paraphrased story that's in the book to help it connect to our lives. We've also included segments in the book that show where the 7 sacraments come from. As you go through the story, we also note where the mysteries of the Rosary are rooted, the Nicene Creed, and the 6 covenants of God.
Many people are familiar with my husband Jeff's Great Adventure Bible Timeline, and the Gen2Rev Catholic Bible Storybook is very compatible with that. The Gen2Rev Storybook follows the chronological narrative of 12 historical books from the Old Testament, then the Gospels, Acts, and Revelation. It also divides the story into 12 periods of Bible history.
And this storybook really will help parents to become better at their role as primary educators of their children. As a director of religious education, I can testify to the effectiveness of parents who are involved in the religious teaching of their children. Our students who have heard the Bible stories at home because they've been read to or read with their parents or other family members, those children are much better prepared to learn the concepts that we teach them in their religious education programs and in Catholic schools.
As a catechist who taught the Bible stories, it was exciting for me to see the kids connect to the Bible for the first time. Even today, years later, these kids are still asking me if they can study this again. They got so much out of that they want to repeat it again. And these students are now with me in confirmation and still asking about the Bible stories, hoping that they can do that again.
I believe with the foundational knowledge from this book that children will recognize their own personal story as they attend Mass, and instead of seeing Mass as an obligation, they will start to see the necessity of it.
One of the biggest things that we're missing in the transmission of the faith right now is narrative, and the Gen2Rev Storybook is the perfect tool for it. It's for grades 1 through 8, but you know what, as a teacher, as I'm going through the same material, I'm learning it over and over again and seeing how the Scripture relates to every aspect of our Catholic life, especially the sacraments, which is the grace of God coming to us.
Bible study really is a foundation to faith formation, and it's not something that all of us had the opportunity to grow up with. So to have the Bible Storybook present everything in a context, in a simple way to grasp, it really provides that foundation for all of the rest of our faith formation.